We cover all aspects of animation, so that's drawn animation, stop frame, CGI, experimental, anything the student wishes to do really. So they get to sort of try everything out really. And then usually after the end of the first year, most students really know which direction they want to go in. So in the second year we kind of focus each student in their own particular field. And then by the third year, hopefully most students know exactly what they want to be when they leave. And even though they've got to produce a film, all students have to produce a 3-minute film to professional standard. We try and sort of bring out the best of their abilities within each of those films. So they might be really good at directing but not very good at animating, so we'll try and sort of gear towards that so the students leave with sort of like the ultimate experience in the field they wish to sort of go into. Once leaving university, myself, Sarah, Mario and Steve, the 4 tutors on the course, we all have lots of contacts within the industry, and we try and sort of develop those contacts throughout the 3 years the students are here. So by the time they do leave, they will have had some kind of professional input, hopefully. Sort of the industry sort of goes up and down constantly, and I think the best way for students to sort of get a foot in the door, as it were, is actually promote themselves as professional individuals and try and gain work on that aspect, and sort of try and get in with smaller sort of businesses, do sort of maybe an advert for a small business or a local business, and on that develop the show reel and sort of make it on their own really. I think that's the best way to do it nowadays with the internet. You've got YouTube, you've got all these sort of accessibility, you know, you can promote yourself so well nowadays at such a low budget, that that's what we're trying to promote really at the end of the sort of 3 years. And plus on shows like this we get industry coming in, they sort of pick up on certain students, they really love what they're doing and they get sort of sucked into sort of their world, which is brilliant, maybe down in London or Manchester based, Liverpool based, wherever really, Birmingham based. So there's a whole range of opportunities for students to leave. When they leave, there's a whole range of opportunities for them, and that could be it could be animator, it could be a director, it could be a writer. They could be really good at storyboarding. They might just like character design, so they could go into illustration, they could go into games, they could stay in animation, they could go into media, they could go into television. It's endless really. It's such a broad scope nowadays. Animation is used in everything. So to be honest, an animation student when leaving here, if they've got the determination, positive attitude, and you know a varied amount of skills, and obviously are good designers, then I can't see having a problem really getting work at all. Well, since I've been here, I've seen the course really sort of develop, and I believe that it's probably one of the top 5 in the country. This course, we've got the facilities are phenomenal here for the animation course, and we've got games as well, and we've got the media factory. So we've got an interlink with all kinds of courses within the university, and there's such a sort of massive resource here. I think we can pretty much make any film we want to with any student really. Whatever a student wants to do, we have the sort of facilities here to allow students to sort of create what they want to create at the end of the day. The work they're producing now, the bar gets raised every year, and I think what we're trying to do is we're just pushing the students every year to sort of produce better and higher quality work, and I really believe in the next few years we're going to be this course is going to be sort of headhunted by students just to come on here. Just because it's already getting a reputation as a really good course, and that's what we want really. Well, that's what I want. That's what Sarah wants, the head of the course. You know, that's what Mario and Steve want. And I think every year the films that we produce, they're being shown on YouTube. We're getting sort of word of mouth, and students now coming for interviews are actually sort of targeting this course as a really good animation course. So they're actually really wanting to come here when the students arrive for their interviews and stuff. And we don't just do UK based, we sort of try and make it worldwide based, because the market is world based, it's not UK based. So we try and push students, you know, into Europe or into the US or Canada. There's Japan, animation's everywhere in the world. So we don't think on a UK market, we try and think on a global market when we sort of send our students out into the world, because, you know, there's a whole big world out there. So.